Hello guys, welcome back. It has been a while. The layout is a little different. So yes, you guessed it, I've moved. And it's perfect for right now, for the spring coming up and this beautiful March. And this reading, as the usual, is a collective reading. And this one is going to be very special in the sense that we have a new moon right on a lunar eclipse as well. So it's going to be very charged and magnified now. We also have Venus in retrograde, as well as Mercury going into retrograde. Now you will have to go and research a little bit that, but it's really going to be about many things there. So Venus in retrograde is about our relationships. Mercury in retrograde is about communication. And then the new moon is also in Virgo, which also is part of the ruler of Mercury. So there's a lot going on right there. We have Venus in retrograde with Aries, which is a fire. Then we have Earth and air in the Gemini and Virgo with that lunar eclipse. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting for each of us. Let's see what the cards advise us for today. So we have, for the focus, is Eight of Coin. Once again, it's about us going into working diligently. You know, 8 is always of abundance as well. You know, this is about making sure that all the details are finely guided. Someone very focused on their craft. Someone that really puts a part of themselves in each and everything and has developed this skill. 8 is close to 10 of completion. You know, what's covering you is 8 of cups. So 8 and 8 right there is very significant about how we're learning to balance the parts of ourselves that are on the physical, in that abundance energy, as well as our emotional. So we talked about this several times, actually. It's come up many times on the new moon because we're processing this emotionally. Feeling exiled, feeling betrayed, having to really speak out our truth no matter if it's accepted or not, working on our projects and developing ourselves even in a way that others may not understand or see, and often going out there, going into the wilderness of life, right, and establishing ourselves through our truths and beliefs and values. What we have coming from above is 7 of Spears. You know, this is feeling this type of defense. You know, God is really giving combative time where we're going to really have to armor ourselves and fight for what is true. You know, be at the ready. You know, that's really what's going to give overall what I see, this maturity is to really fight for what you long for. You know, with the Virgo energy and the lunar eclipse coming on that moon, it's also about, you know, developing the details of things. You know, Virgo is very attentive to detail, very practical of their plan and going step by step. Even with attack, you need to be deliberate, right? Because it's literally your life, you know, at stake. So what you put in the ground is 10 of Swords, that anxiety, that feeling of betrayal, feeling, you know, it's not one, it's a completion. It's like a full-on betrayal. It's really seeing the lies, the cheating, the stealing, the depth of that, which I'm sure has been around. I asked for clarification, which is to meditate and to contemplate. You know, sure, you know, betrayal sucks. You know, scamming, lying, cheating, all of that. What did you learn from the situation? How could you be better? How can you reflect on that behavior? How did you enable it, or how did you get tricked? You know, how did you get pulled into something? You know, because were you not grounded? Maybe in this groundedness is needed for you to really think thoroughly. It leads actually into the next card, which I'll go into, but really a lot of reflection is needed at times to even put yourself in the other person's position and valuing that, you know, valuing that sense of, would I have done, would I do what they did, you know? And even if you wouldn't, it's a reflection of you and your value and of your decision making. Not even about blame, not even like projecting being the victim, more so of thinking of that and how can you ground yourself to make better decisions in the future. The past is 5 of Cups. Again, it's a loss emotionally. You know, it's in a state of sadness, really not noticing that there's 2 cups, but 3 are lost. The confirmation, the clarification card I asked for was your commitment is going to be tested. So remember, as I said from the beginning, this is about your focus and about what you're cultivating, what you're creating in your life, you know, from all the skills that you've accumulated. You know, and even having to risk, you know, putting yourself out there to be rejected is part of life, right? It's part of that truth and really standing for what you want. And even standing in that ground is part of making a commitment, right? And really knowing like this is the right thing for me or the right thing for them. And which is why that meditation of the past, you know, contemplating it, you know, don't sit there too long, but definitely take some time during this moon. Just don't sit in the victimhood. You know, Virgo can be in that victim mentality, and it's not helpful, right? It just drags you into that cycle of blame and not taking really accountability for yourself. In the future, you have 3 of Spears. So some of you may travel. Again, some of you are really prospecting of where this plan can go and whether or not you're going to invest, or even the choices that you've made thus far has outlined you into this outcome where you are, and really seeing like how the choices that you made got you to here. For good, for bad, whatever it is, it's like it's brought you here. How many of you see this situation is the Hermit. It's a beautiful card. Contemplation also, but also isolation, study. I believe it is in the realm of the Cancer. which is again that intuitive side, that nesting side, the nurturing side, taking care of oneself, slowly, you know, in-depth study of a thing. I think it really coincides with this contemplation card, which evidently is Pisces in this deck, giving you that water, you know, to really soothe yourself, to slow down, take the time to really ground in, you know, the good tools, as I call them, you know, taking a hot Epsom salt bath, or go to a deprivation tank, take a shower, bless the water that you take in, do moon water. Very, very helpful practices. How others see it is the Eight of Spears. You're going to be getting a lot of messages coming soon. A lot of interaction with people. Could even be online, could be an email, but could be even snail mail. Just a lot of things coming at you. And this is why you're going to have to be grounded to really clear up the bullshit. There's going to be a lot coming on, and people are going to play with your emotions. People are going to just see how they can stir you up. And again, that's where coming into what your commitment is to this focus of yours, and meditating and contemplating and doing that hermit phase, if it's a week, if it's a few weeks, if it's a few months, if it's half of this year. Really think about what's going to get you really to move to get this into the 10 of coin. That's what we want. We want stability. We all do. There's nothing to be ashamed of it. You know, also 10 of cups. We want to feel emotionally fulfilled, right? We want to feel emotionally fulfilled, and we want to be dynamic in getting our shit done and follow through with it and complete it and get our money's worth, right? Yeah. So you're going to get that, but you're also going to have to decipher what's important, what's a priority. Where are you scattering your energy? How are you getting distracted? Is it social media? Is it your spouse? Is it family? Is it your neighbors? Is it your boss? Is it social media in general, where you're just scrolling from doomsday to end? I mean, nothing says like being a Floridian, right? Go Waffle House. Look, we have to get organized, okay? Virgo is all about organizing. They are the OCDness. Oh my goodness. You want somebody to organize your crap? Get a Virgo. They will come with the label maker. So I'm saying that a part of this energy is doing that physically and emotionally. It's okay to write out the pros and cons of, is this job where I want to be? Don't just focus on the bad though. Look at what is actually happening here. Emotionally, do you feel like you're on this mission, that you're improving your life, somebody else's life? You know, really do all the checks and balances, and then do that also emotionally. You know, do an inventory of your relationships. Are you getting satisfied? Are you getting reciprocity in it? And if you're not, maybe you need to pull back and take some time off and really think about the type of company you want to keep. Think about how much energy you want to devote to people, how much you want to give to yourself, because the tower's coming. Yay, fuck no. We don't want another tower, Fedra. Didn't we have that earlier this year? Oh yeah. You know, we gotta stir it up, don't we? Yeah. Universe is coming right to a head. And something's gotta fall, right? Something's gotta fall, something's gotta die, something's gotta shift in order for us to grow further into our being, right? Oh, don't we love it? I'm in this too, all right? Remember, I'm still in this boat with you. Love it. Every minute of it. Just feel it all, as my teacher would say. Feel it all. So, lastly, we have the King of Coin. So look. King of Coin is Big Daddy, okay? When it comes to abundance. That's someone who knows how to run their shit, okay? So, I don't think we need to really worry about the influx of money or the influx of abundance. That's gonna come if you do this work. You can do whatever you want, free will, which is awesome, but there's consequences, right? You're gonna sit and sad and mope, think about what you lost and stay in that victimhood? Yeah, go ahead. Not around me, man. You gotta go with that. You need to pick yourself up, strap those bootstraps, y'all, and just get going. And I got faith in you. I mean, 10 of Swords. That's 10 swords in your back, all right? And you're still here. You're still functioning. God bless you. But you got to regroup. Take that time to heal. Take that time to reflect. Hone in a few weeks. You know, don't get distracted by all the mumbo jumbo going on, right? When you're afraid, when you're in victim mode, when you're depressed, when you're not eating, you're not going to the gym, you're not drinking water, what's happening, right? I'm gonna rant. It's my freaking channel, right? You don't like it, just click off. It's that easy. But look, like, think about it, really. You gotta hydrate and take care of yourself. Otherwise, the whole thing falls apart. So, now that you know that it's coming, change is coming. This is a very turbulent month. Just saying, telling you right in the middle now. Do what you gotta do. Face it, go through it. If you see my video, I always say, what do I say? I'm the buffalo going through the storm. You can too. You are the king or queen in this outcome. But you're gonna have to earn your stripes like everybody else. So, get ready for the battle. Say your prayers. Do your meditation. See it through. This one's not gonna be This one's not gonna be sunshine and rainbows, I'll tell you that. Especially if you don't take the time to rest and ground, this is gonna be really tough for you guys. So, write down what you need to manifest. Do the pros and cons of your relationships. Hone in on what you want to do with this year. And make it happen. If you like the channel, please like and subscribe. If you feel somebody needs to hear this, share it. Otherwise, I will see you on the new moon cycle. If you'd like a private reading with me, the description below tells you how to contact me. And I see you all again very soon.